All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on a Saturday night, officially Saturday Day Live at night.
It's been a while, boys.
Yep.
Yes.
My homies, Eric LeBron, late night. How you doing, man?
Cheers, my friends. I'm doing excellent.
I see you got your Just Shelve It t-shirt on.
Yes, sir. I want to give a shout out to Jesse. I usually watch the replay every Thursday night, and for his Mythic Minute. And I got to tell you, no matter how bad the week goes, Thursday night, I put on Jesse, sit for a half an hour, and listen to his voice. And he's like one of those Tibetan fucking like meditation bowls. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Bro, that dude, he sets me straight every Thursday night. And I just sit there, take a deep breath, listen to Jesse roll, man. And yeah, it's always a good time. So yeah,
Great
just
dude.
Shelve It representing. And I got a little backstory on Thursday of the Meep character and how he was created and what his whole premise was. And so it's kind of cool listening to that about this character Meep. So pretty cool. So I thought I'd rock my Just Shelve It t-shirt tonight. So word up to Jesse.
Big
He's the
time.
man.
Yo, shout out to Jesse. Very, very zen.
Yeah.
I will check the replay on Mythic Minute. I was checking out the Dork Lair episode this past Thursday, and Bill was doing his. Besides getting to the news, he also has been doing this thing for the last couple of years on the podcast where they look like at an old J.C. Penney or Sears catalog.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet, dude. I would totally want to rock that. So nostalgic.
Yeah, man, it's cool as shit. So I love when they go through like all the different things, and like it's just number one, it's just cool to see stuff that you love, and then it's like, you know, reminding you of what year different stuff came out and how the different like stores have things set up with like dioramas and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like,
the old
I could look at
catalog
that stuff
days,
for
bro.
hours.
The old catalog days. And then it's crazy seeing like a like a G.I. Joe killer whale for like $35.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck.
You know what's funny is that one of the things that kind of like jumped out the most was like the video games.
Mm-hmm.
In that like the systems were like fairly inexpensive, right? Like the like Nintendo was like $149 or Sega Genesis was like $150 or something like that.
Yeah.
But the games were pretty expensive. They were like $60 each, even back then.
Yeah.
And games really haven't really gone up, really.
No.
The systems have, but
Yeah.
I just thought that was weird.
Yeah. But it's crazy. Yeah, I love looking at that. I love seeing. I know someone. I don't know if it was Bill who had the info on it, but someone gave a link to a website where someone actually cataloged like old catalogs like that from like way back. Was that Bill that did that? And I remember I was browsing through that and just wow, like look at like totally remembering the pages of some of those like the J.C. Penney, Sears catalog. I remember here in California, we used to have a chain of retail stores called Best, and they were like you remember Best?
Yeah.
So they used to have a catalog, and their catalog for some reason of all the catalogs out there, their toy section in the back of that catalog had the most amazing toy action figure displays with like dioramas and like full blown scenes, man. It was just something to behold. Like back in the day, I mean, you could sit for hours just staring at those pages, like imagining like how you would like be able to like set up your characters to make them look like they're doing, you know, whatever they were into, like either Transformers or He-Man or, you know, G.I. Joe, stuff like that. And I mean, there was dirt and rocks and waterfalls. I mean, whoever was doing those dioramas for those things back then were geniuses because they did it like full on, man. It was so cool.
It even reminds me of like pages of like the the old toy commercials. Like they would have like two kids like playing outside with all their toys.
Yeah, yeah,
A little creek coming through and like little traps and stuff. And I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
that's how I want
totally.
to play with my stuff too. I mean,
Yeah.
I did to a certain extent, but their stuff was set up probably better than mine.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, trust me, I was building, twig. I'd dig little holes with like little twigs for like little trap falls or whatever, or booby traps, and little mounds or whatever for soldiers to hide behind, kind of thing. It was all
Kind of
kinds
want
of
to do that right now, man.
dirt and shit in my backyard, and my parents would go crazy, like, "What the hell are you doing to our yard?" You know what I mean? It's like being a kid, man, playing with freaking action figures. That's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, and that website, that if you take a look at the replay of Bill's live from this past Thursday, that's how he takes a look at the catalog pages. Is oh, what's up, Rob? The winner of our last giveaway here.
Yeah.
He goes to that website, and that's where he shows the pages from each catalog.
Mm-hmm.
So he mentions it there, and like I'm sure it's in the description and stuff like that. As far as
Yeah, I
that
definitely
website.
gotta check that episode, dude, because that shit's talk about, like I said, talk about like a time machine nostalgia, man. Just a walk through the great past of the golden years of toys and action figures, man. When kids really played with action figures,
Yep.
Yeah, good times. Rob
Ryan-
Zamora, man, I heard he got to meet Walter for the first time today. That's cool. Big
Yeah,
ups, man.
I saw Rob posted. He got himself
Yeah.
a Valiant Night and met Walter.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty freaking good day.
2 for 2, baby.
It's a
That's
great
awesome.
day.
Hell yeah.
Rhino, what's up, man? We have not said hello to you yet, my friend. What's going on?
Cheers to Hedgehog for 500.
Cheers, my brother.
Thank
Congrats.
you, my friend. Thank
Congrats,
bro.
dude.
you. Matter of fact, thank you for 500, everybody.
Damn straight, bro.
Woo!
Good job, bro. Good job. Well deserved.
Thank you. It's listen. The Hedgehog Action YouTube channel is a tiny little channel, but take a lot of pride in it. Have a lot of fun with it. So it means a lot to me that 500 people have decided to hit that subscribe button and check in with what we do here on Saturday Day Live at night, and all the other videos that come out. So I appreciate you. Thank you. So happy to hit 500 before the end of the year. And couldn't have done it also without my two buddies here, Eric and Ryan. This show right here, our show, has been a big part of that channel. And
Where's
my
the
life.
super chats? Curtis wants to give you
oh
money.
shit, super chat. You know what? I hadn't even thought of that, and that means I also don't know how to do that. I'm sure you have to enable them.
Dude, I don't even know how to, like, on other channels, like if I want I don't even know how do you even subscribe to get, like, to do the super chats. I don't even know how. Like,
when you make a comment, there's like a $sign you can hit.
Yeah.
And you can make it a super chat, but I will
maybe I'm just not fucking looking, open my other eye or something. I don't know.
I don't. I'm sure it's not that hard. I'm sure there's a way to do it. I'm sure there's a way.
You got to turn it on.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I know
I'm old.
turn it on.
It's technology.
I'll figure it out. Give us money. That's fine.
That's funny.
I'll Google it. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate that. So I can tell you what I did for most of my day today. I installed 2 light fixtures at my house because I'm a man.
That's right.
And I hooked that up.
That's right.
What
kind of light fixtures here?
Like just like ceiling, like on the first floor, like ceiling light fixtures, like 3 light bulbs, like an entryway type thing or a hallway type light.
Pre-wired and everything?
Yeah, with wired. You just have to connect it up
with the fixtures were already pre-wired though, right?
Yeah. So then you just have to like kind of like hook them up to the old one and put everything up or whatever. Thank you so much.
Not forgetting to turn the breakers off to that power source. Yes.
Yep. I was very good about that. Make sure the breakers were off.
Once you ride the lightning, you will never forget it, bro. that shit hurts, bro. That shit hurts. That's no joke, bro.
So it sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Bro, I've wired up a lot of stuff, and trust me, I've bit lightning a couple times, bro. And yeah, it wakes your ass up big time. Yeah.
So yeah, and for me, I am not what you'd call like the home improvement guy. Does a lot of stuff on his own. I just don't. And when I do, there's lots of cussing involved, complaining. It takes about twice as long as it should, probably. But I got this done, so this was good. Good.
So
good
your
way to
typical
give credit.
project.
What's that?
I said, so your typical project.
Right.
Yes. Is that typical? Oh, okay.
Right.
A couple things here. First of all, I do want to come back, shout out a bunch of people here that Ryan's been throwing up the comments anyway. But thank you to all these people who show up every week. Dave Orkin, New York City figure fanatic, Kevin. What's up, man?
What up?
Rick Jones is in the house.
Rick
Paul
Jones
Morales is in the house. The
Yeah.
man, the myth, the legend, Curtis Ackerman is inevitable and in the house. Jesse, what's going on, man? Patrick Boyle in the house. Kirby Smith in the house. Steph Orkin is in the house. Kevin Boots. Brick something in the house. Rick Jones again. Paul Morales. Brick something. My man Benny Torres, another winner
Benny.
of the winner of the first SDL giveaway, as a matter of fact. Rob Zamora, the winner of the last SDL giveaway. Bill from the Dork Lair, what's going on, my friend? Also in the house. Juan is in the house. Kirby Smith is in the house. Rafael Perez is in the house. And many, many more. Mark R in the house. Joseph H in the house. Want to throw this up. Steph Orkin says, congrats, dudes. Cheers. So Steph says she found a hotspot yesterday for Dio stuff and vintage and new toys at good prices in South Jersey. Carnival of Collectibles. Please do video it. I thought I had heard of most of the stores in Jersey. I have not heard of Carnival of Collectibles, but I will check it out.
Interesting.
I'm interested in those Dio pieces.
Yep.
For sure.
Curtis Ackerman. Oh, I got a thought about that too, actually. Curtis Ackerman is pointing out that speaking of 500, we have a huge giveaway tomorrow on Shooting the Shelf for our 500 subscriber giveaway. Definitely a show you don't want to miss. Curtis Ackerman, what's going on? We won't miss it, my man. If you guys haven't seen it yet, we don't have quite the same thing here, but we will do a giveaway. There will be a giveaway later today. And I think we might do, just so we have a little bit of build up, do like some good giveaways next weekend for Christmas. I got some ideas of some things I want to do. But tomorrow night, Shooting the Shelf, Curtis and Jesse. So it's tomorrow night, right? He says. Tomorrow, yes. Tomorrow night,
Yeah.
Shooting the Shelf. They've been advertising in the Cabal I've seen. They have like a ridiculous amount of giveaways. Van Johnson is going to be on. So it should be a fun night because it's Van and Curtis and Jesse. But they're
your kids
doing
will sleep early, people.
Listen, it's tough for me to make the Sunday night lives, right? It's tough because I'm normally asleep by 10 p.m. But this is one you can't miss. They're giving away a Headless Horseman, the retailer version.
What up, dude?
A bunch of other stuff. I think they're giving away a Valiant Knight. I think they're giving away an Arathier 2-pack.
A fountain.
Crazy. A fountain, of course.
Yeah.
Shout out to Drunk Gizmos Customs, who provided part of our first ever giveaway as well. Another fountain. Just giveaway upon giveaway upon giveaway upon giveaway. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be a happening. I can't wait to check it out.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right,
before I
tomorrow night,
forget, big ups to Bill on his video he posted of his top 10 for 2023. Awesome video, Bill. That was cool. Definitely a fun watch.
Yep. We're about to throw that up there. So the top
shit.
10
There you
of
go.
2023. Let me pull one of these
Shit.
down.
Read my mind.
That's a perfect segue.
Perfect
Wow.
segue. Yeah.
Fucking A.
Knocked it out of the park.
Anybody that
Easy.
watches this video, first of all, thank you again for everyone who watches this live with us. Thank you again also to everyone who watches on the replay. For any of you, if you're not subscribed to the Dork Lair YouTube channel, pause the video right now or open up a new browser window. Go subscribe right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it is top 10 season, one of my favorite seasons on YouTube because I love top 10 videos. I love top 10 action figure of the year videos. And Bill does some of my favorites ever. And he's done them in different, with different structures and different paradigms throughout the years. He's done like, top 10 under $50, top 10 over $50, different things. This year, what he's done is he's done a top 10 of the year for 4 Horsemen figures. So Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions, Figura Obscura, and special releases. Because now, of course, things like Demistros from PowerCon is something different. It's not Figura Obscura. It's not Legions. It's something different. And he, in his typical fashion, did a fantastic job putting the top 10 together. But one of the interesting parts of it is how he sort of came up with the top 10. So he did a combination of sort of gut reaction, his top 10 favorite Legions figures, and then he devised a point system based on several different categories, rated each one of those figures in each one of those categories, and then added up the points. And it's very cool. Like, it's a very fun way to look at it. It also sort of showcases the effort that he puts into those things and the amount of thought and everything else into it. So 100% shout out to the Dork Lair and his top 10 of 2023.
Big time.
Also, Bill notes that Bat Bomb, Anthony Hernandez, also has an excellent 4 Horsemen top 10. Everybody check that out. Yep. Subscribe to Bat Bomb 82 as well. That's Anthony Hernandez's channel. He is also a member of the Mythic Legions Cabal, a longtime Cabal member, and is also in charge of the biggest Mezco collecting group that I'm aware of, and does a good job with that as well.
Nice. I actually watched that one too. That was a great. Because right after I saw that one, there was like a link to that one as well. So yeah, I watched that one too. Very cool, man. Very cool. Love seeing people just geeking out to their favorite mythics over the years. And man, what a list to pick from.
Yeah, kind of incredible.
Crazy how many figures came out this year.
I've got my top 10 is underway. I was supposed to finish or do a lot of the filming today for my own top 10, but I was putting up light fixtures. I was doing man stuff. So I had to do. So I'll try to get that out tomorrow, or try to get the filming done tomorrow. It's going to be a few days before I totally get it done. Santos Rivera, what's going on, my man? Thank you for stopping in, and thank you for the congratulations. All right, where did we want to go to next? Oh, before we I did put together some slides, but before we go there, it's sort of a sad day in the toy community. The Fwoosh, as we know it, is no more. So earlier today, this morning, Robo from the Fwoosh published the very last Fwoosh Weekly ever. So Robo and Veebs, who have been, the faces of the Fwoosh for like 20 years now, are moving on to other opportunities. So that means there'll be no more Fwoosh Weekly. I don't know, honestly, what's going to happen with the YouTube channel and the website and everything. I presume all of that is going to keep going under different stewardship. I don't know that for sure. And I also don't really know what Robo and Veebs are moving on to. They sort of hinted at, it seemed like, other opportunities. But we wish them well. I'm a big fan. I know a lot of people here are big fans of theirs. Cool guys. I got to meet them at PowerCon. They've been nice enough to publish a couple of write-ups I did for Legions related topics on the Fwoosh website. So that was a big thrill to me. I'm sure I'll be keeping a close eye on where those guys go next. And not having a Foosh Weekly to watch every Saturday, it's a big hole in my toy collecting experience. So that's it. Any thoughts on that, guys? I just wanted to throw that out there.
I honestly never kept up with the Foosh. I mean, I checked them out every once in a great while, like one of their videos or whatever, but I wasn't like not a fan like you were, obviously, where you kind of like kept up on their stuff like on the daily or weekly. But yeah, it's like I said, I know they were very, very into what they were talking about, and kept everybody kind of up to date on new releases and this and that. And yeah, I guess it's going to be a pretty big hit to people who were, fans of theirs and were watching all the time, because they were very informative from what I caught, and from what I saw.
Yeah. Kurt is wondering who's going to fill my hole.
So to speak.
There are actually some field jokes there.
No pun intended.
Oh no, certainly not. But we'll see. Just wanted to wish those guys well. And I will see what happens next for them. Here we go. Also put together some slides. You will notice that on the cover of the thumbnail for tonight's lives, exactly, Bill, a lot of whole talk going on right now. In other news, Courtney Love, never mind. I don't have anything else on that. All right. So first of all, some of you will have noticed that we did not have a Saturday day live at night or during the day last week. The reason for that, again, was me. It's always me. And it was because my daughter, Grayson, who is big into dance these days, had her Nutcracker performances last Saturday. And this is a shot that I took illegally, because you're not supposed to take pictures, during the performance of my wonderful daughter, who's very dedicated to dance. And although I hated missing hanging out with you guys and chilling out, I was very happy to be there for her and witness the fruits of so much of her labor. So thank you so much for letting me take the week off.
Family first, bro. Family first.
Yeah.
She looks
Don't
beautiful,
apologize
bro.
for being a great dad.
She probably did an amazing performance, dude. Like I said,
She
you only get those once in a lifetime, bro. So take advantage, bro.
Yeah. Rob Zamora says that his daughter has her Nutcracker performance tomorrow night.
There you go,
dude. Have a good time, man. It's awesome. I'm sure that you're just like me. Your heart will be bursting with pride.
Hell yeah. It's awesome, bro.
But moving back to the toy stuff, when we were last here, it was 2 weeks ago. It was Figura Obscura weekend. We had a huge show. Bill stopped in. Trevor stopped in. Jeremy Gerard was in for a while. While we discussed Jacob Marley, here he is right now in all his glory. I got my all in, but don't have that night I ordered 2 more. That hasn't hopped in yet. I know, Rhino, you don't have yours yet. I'm sure that you'll have one very, very soon. Eric, what are your thoughts so far?
Dude, just like I said, dude, every single time, dude, they overdo it, dude. They just overdo it. It just, in all good respects. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Like how many new pieces and parts and details and sculpt and accessories. It's just out of control, man. And I just, for someone who, you have to have some respect for Jeremy's part in this, because he's such a huge fan of this story and put so much passion into the details and all that he wanted and the parts and pieces, and that he collaborated with Eric to do on this project. And it just shows, man. It just shows like the love and respect for the story and the nostalgia and all the details of what this character is supposed to look like, and who it's unmistakable who it is when you see it. It's just ridiculous. And yeah, of course, freaking the packaging with Nate Barch and the nod to all the team at the studio, and multiple people, getting their images, put onto the packaging. Just amazing, man. Just an amazing job altogether. And the figure alone is just beautiful regardless. But for customizers and new parts and stuff like that, it's just a gold mine, man. A pure gold mine of new stuff to play with and think of how to repaint. Oh, pop and swap.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm loving watching everybody just tear these things apart. I mean, like I said, that's what the figures are made for. I mean, don't get it twisted that, oh my God, why would you take apart a Marley figure or any Mythic Legions figure? That's what they're made to do, man. I mean, enjoy the figure for a while, and if you have a second one, rip that sucker apart and start having fun. I mean, just start.
That's why you should always buy two.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, just a beautiful figure, and I was more than happy to add him to our Christmas mantle display over our fireplace. And of course, my wife was not happy about it and commented, I quote, "What is that shit on my Christmas display?" So yeah. So there you go.
Harsh. I think listen, for me, we're not married, right? I think it looks great.
He's on one side of the mantelpiece, and on the very other side of the mantelpiece is my Father Christmas. So there you go. You know what I mean?
Did either of you get the retailer Father Christmas?
No.
I did.
No.
I did not. I thought about it more recently, like when it first was announced and everything. I was like, I already have the regular Father Christmas. I'm good with that. But I thought about it more recently. Did you grab it, Rhino?
I did. I just opened it today. I actually have him out on display right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of like the green a little more than I like the red.
Nice. I think I might, I don't know, in the next year or so, because I have a few extra Father Christmas in package that I have not opened that I always keep for trade bait or whatnot. If the time comes and I don't know, I get a wild hair up my ass, I might trade somebody for one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, why not?
Clip that. Clip that audio. We're gonna do something with that for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, I passed on it. It's not. I mean, like I said, I already had the original, so I don't know. But it was like the Red Krampus. I didn't grab Red Krampus till way later on down the line, and it was only because I needed a red body for like another Fury Clan member. So I was like, damn, now I need a Red Krampus.
Also, you'll see the ticker on the side there. That's because we do have a giveaway coming up. We're going back to the well again. You can't see it. It's the Sphexian Block Commander.
Ooh, nice.
A Cosmic Legions giveaway going back to the well.
Nice.
So far we've given away a Mask of the Red Death and a matching fountain from Drunk Gizmo Customs. We've given away a Cosmic Legions Novian Lean and Orlando Cepeda, which actually was one. Orlando Cepeda.
Okay.
Ayas Sendari. I don't know how to say his name. The gray
Ayas Sepidian.
Yeah, Orlando Cepeda. That's what I said.
Oh shit.
Actually, Trevor 1-6 Shooter won those. I was able to hook him up with those at ToyCon New Jersey, which
What's
we'll
up,
also
dude?
talk about. What's up, Ahaz? Did you put this up before? Bill says, we need to get Eric and Larry together for an obscure idiom fest. I think Eric and Larry would be hilarious together.
Oh, for sure.
Eric probably doesn't even know who Larry is.
I don't. Who's Larry?
Yeah. He's a co-host of the Dork Lair show with Bill and his other friend, Chris.
Is that big buff dude?
Yes, the big buff guy.
Yeah,
Fucking
that's Larry, right?
giant.
Yeah, I knew who that guy is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude's massive.
Which is funny because remember the Dork Lair used to just be it used to be a podcast. And I love the podcast format. I do think like, people talk differently together when it's just audio and stuff, but whatever. The Dork Lair YouTube channel is amazing. It used to just be a podcast. So for a while I would listen and you didn't really know what these guys look like. And to me, like Larry sounded like, I thought he was much older than he is. I thought he was like an older Southern gentleman, right?
I thought he was a
This
cowboy.
old guy,
If I can
right?
be honest with you,
Huh?
I thought he was a cowboy.
Well, Southern, yeah, sure, Southern, Western, whatever.
That's
And
funny.
then the first time I saw a picture of him, I'm like, Jesus, he's like I remember what it was.
he's a beast, bro.
I was
there it is.
listening to exactly. There was an episode where Bill was asking him like he had just been into like some North Carolina like championships and he won whatever it was, and I was like, what? And I found out what he looked like. I'm like, holy crap, he looks nothing like I thought he looked. He's a monster. He's like this massive dude, like that just loves GI Joes like I do.
That's awesome, man.
So yeah, that was very cool.
Toy collectors come in all shapes and sizes, folks.
Totally. And if nothing else, Bill's show sort of, I guess this show shows it too, but Bill's show, you've got Bill, like the consummate, like professorial teacher guy. You've got his friend Chris, which is like, just seems like the cool, like guy you want to hang out with, like just chill or whatever. And then you've got Larry, who's this freaking giant bodybuilder.
Yeah.
It's very cool. Like the different kinds of people that can come together.
Yeah, that's funny.
Real quick, before we leave Marley, I wanted to mention, and it was Bill who pointed this out. If you look on the box, it says, you will be haunted again. The ghosts of Christmas shall return. So one thing people were really talking about a lot after the release was, man, it would be cool if we could get some of these other characters. Because some of the speculation beforehand talked about like, all right, because the tease was obviously very Christmas Carol related. Is it one of the ghosts of past, present, or future? Is it Scrooge? Is it something else? We got Jacob Marley. The box sort of confirms that there's more coming. Your thoughts, guys?
I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm with it. I would like to imagine it would be a Scrooge. I would like to imagine it would be a Scrooge, to tell you the truth. The other ghosts would be cool as well, but then would it have to be a 3-pack? You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, I can't imagine one being released per year. That would be a long time. You know what I mean? 3 years to get 3 ghosts.
All right.
Maybe it would be the 2-pack.
I got to stop with the virtual background.
Rick
Caleb.
Rick Jones says Larry could cosplay as Conan. I'll second that and say I think Rick would be awesome as that. Remember the big guy from Mad Max? You know what I'm talking about? I don't know the actor's name, but the Mad Max Fury Road. There was the big like giant buff guy. Like that's who Larry reminds me of, is that guy. The guy who fights Brad Pitt in the beginning of Troy. That guy.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know his name, but I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Larry looks like, dude. Larry would do that guy like to a T.
Bill says wrestling fandom to the extreme. Larry saw Rick Rude and was like, challenge accepted. I tell you what, if Rick Rude was still with us, I'm betting on Larry. I got to be honest with you, between the two of them, I'm betting on Larry. Caleb points out, and he is correct, that this little quote here about suggesting that there's more Christmas Carol figures coming. It is from the booklet that comes with the Marley figure, not the box. Good call, Caleb. It is in the booklet. That's cool. Dave Orkin, my good buddy, says, out of all my years playing music and dealing with bands members, Steph and I have met the best people in the toy community. I agree with that. Yes, Curtis points out, speaking of Scrooge, Wolf King Customs has 2 Scrooge heads coming tomorrow that were sculpted by the Lord Stephen Busciotti, a business Scrooge with the hat and a bedtime Scrooge. I didn't tee those up, although I did tee up something else. But yeah, I saw that there was, right before we started, I saw a Scrooge put together, I think with one of the heads and like the pajamas and stuff.
Yeah, that
Pretty
was
cool.
awesome. Pretty awesome.
Now, obviously Scrooge would be the one who would go together the best with Marley. Is that why you'd be looking for a Scrooge more, Eric?
I would say so. Yeah, I think it would be cool to just have the 2 as a combo. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I would necessarily need the 3 ghosts, but I would definitely love a Scrooge to go with Marley. Definitely.
Yeah, I could see
I think that would be super cool.
I would love that. There'd be some awesome scenes you could set up between those. I would love to see. I mean, you already sort of see kind of when you get like the backdrop, right? And Marley together. I would love to see what Trevor would do with those 2 figures together. 100%. But my dream would still be 3-pack.
That would be cool.
Give me
That
a
would be
3-pack.
cool.
All
And
3
they haven't, and
goes.
you know, it's funny, they haven't done it before. So, you know, for a first timer, I mean, hey, why not go big or go home? You know what I mean? Yeah, bring out a 3-pack. That'd be super dope.
Or even do some kind of online exclusive where that you have the 3-pack, but then later on you make them available, like, you know, one at a time type of thing.
What's up, Reynolds?
Reynolds
Cruz in the house. What's up, my man?
What up, dog?
Yeah, Bill was talking about like the way they could do 2-packs. Maybe you do a Scrooge and a Ghost of Christmas Past, then you do Present and Future together. And the thing is, they have the makings already, right? Like Mask of the Red Death looks like that could be made into a Ghost of the Christmas Future, or yet to come, depending on which version of the story you read, listen to, whatever. And then the retailer version of Father Christmas looks a lot like a Ghost of the Christmas Present in different variations of the story. So they have the makings there.
Yeah.
Bill says he doesn't think that Christmas Past can be its own solo release on its own. I'm thinking that through as I'm talking right now, and part of my handicap is my favorite version of A Christmas Carol is Mickey's A Christmas Carol, which is it's my favorite Christmas special. If you want to call it a movie, it's my favorite Christmas movie. It's one of my favorite things. That's not a person. One of my favorite things in the world is Mickey's A Christmas Carol. So to me, Ghost of Christmas Past is Jiminy Cricket. So I don't have an expectation in my head of what the real more Dickens version would look like.
That's great.
But if they want to make me a Jiminy Cricket, I'll buy that shit too. Not a problem.
Buy whatever they put out.
Oh man, that's
hell
funny.
Yeah. All right, so that's it. Jacob Marley. The 2 drops went down a couple of weeks ago. They put him back up last weekend. He was up again until Wednesday. He's back down now. But don't worry, if for some reason you couldn't go in on it, or you didn't go in on it and you didn't get a Jacob Marley, and you're having remorse about that, don't worry. I am sure you will have plenty of opportunities to get him in the future. He's been at the last 2 cons they did. So I would not be surprised if that continues to be the case, at least for a little while.
Nice.
All right. Another thing I wanted to talk about real quick, ToyCon New Jersey, my, hometown New Jersey. I live in New Jersey. Toy convention that is put on by Joe Viteri, who also puts on with Jeremy Legions Con. Excuse me. Besides being in New Jersey, it is usually attended by the 4 Horsemen. It was again this year. For the first time that I can remember, they had it in December, which was interesting as far as timing goes. I was not able to go. It's a 2-day show. I was not able to go both days because of my daughter's performance in the Nutcracker on Saturday, but I did go on Sunday, and I brought my son Chase, who you see here. He was checking out some of the video games. Met up with a bunch of people there, including Tim from Toy Chase, which is another popular YouTube channel, toy YouTube channel, Instagram, all that shit. Tim actually, he's from Jersey. He is actually in California right now at Designer Con. He was at the table with Unparalleled Universe, so that was cool. It was awesome to meet up with him. One of the things I really love about ToyCon New Jersey is the fact that they have tons and tons of vintage toys, really great vintage toys there. So I always pick up something cool. This time I picked up, what did I pick up? Bionic 6. I picked up my first 2 vintage Bionic 6 figures, which are, if you haven't seen them yet, I'll put some pictures up. They are 375 figures, articulated much like the old G.I. Joes, but they have a lot of metal parts and translucent parts. Very cool. Here's some more of the vintage goodness. Cool story. We were at ToyCon for a while, and then my son and I went around the corner to Applebee's to grab lunch. And I had picked up a couple of Valiant Knights and some other stuff from the Four Horsemen table, and we brought a Valiant Knight in with us to eat lunch, right? So we're sitting there waiting for our server to come. We've got the Valiant Knight out on the table. We're just chilling. The dude walks up. He looks down. He says, "Oh, hi, my name is, Marcellus, whatever." And he looks down at the table and he sees the Valiant Knight and he's like, "Oh shit, Mythic Legions." And he starts like freaking out, like all happy and stuff. And I'm like, "What's up?" We started talking. Turns out this guy's a collector. Right. And this never happens to me. Right. You never just randomly meet a toy collector like out in the wild. And we just start talking action figures. Turns out he's a big Marvel Legends guy, but turns out he's dabbled in Legions a bit. Like he's got a couple of Legions here and there. Like he's got a Headless Horseman. He knew what the Valiant Knight was. He's like, "Is that the new one that has like the new articulation scheme and everything?" I was like, "Hell yeah, it is, man." So we were just chilling. We were just talking. This is him right here. This is Marcellus. I cleared posting this picture with him, by the way. But the end of the story was, I was like, he was so pumped up about it, and it was so cool to meet him and so talk to him, and he was so nice. I gave him the Valiant Knight and told him about the Cabal, and now he's in the Mythic Legions Cabal. So that was really
dude.
Cool. Awesome story, bro. Awesome
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
And props to you, man. Giving up a freaking Valiant Knight to a new collector. That's freaking awesome. I'm sure he was super fucking pumped.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because I was like, he knew what it was too, which made it cooler. Like it wasn't he knew what it's, and I was like, so then like he came over later and I was like, were you thinking about trying to get this? And he's like, "I would love to, but he like wasn't up on it yet." And I'm like, "You know what? You can just have this one, man." And he was so pumped up about it. It made, like, honestly, selfishly, it made me feel good. That happened, and I was happy to have met him. So that was cool. Marcellus, if you see this, welcome again to the Cabal, my man. I hope
hell yeah, bro,
you enjoyed as much as I do.
Hell yeah. Hope to see you at Legions Con one year, man.
We'll make that happen for sure.
Yep.
Real quick,
bro,
a bunch of cool stuff. In addition to vintage toys and the stuff you normally see, there is some cool dioramas there. I actually didn't get the name of this this creator, but this was like a 3D printed dio set, and I saw it and I'm like, how fucking cool is this? Right?
And why didn't you buy this, dude?
Yeah, what?
Shit, I probably should have.
Dude, him looking at the carbonized freaking.
You know what it was?
Polo,
is that
so awesome, dude? That's so awesome, dude.
Stuff is moving so quick at the convention, and plus, I'm sort of like chasing after Chase, like at the convention.
Yeah.
I was looking around at stuff. I saw this, had the presence of mind to snap a picture because it is so cool. Sorry, my dryer is done. The Indiana Jones in like some ruins or whatever, encountering him in Carbonite, Han Solo in Carbonite.
So awesome, dude.
And I saw it, and my first thought was to buy it, but then because the whole thing is a 3D print, including the Indy.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And I think if the Indy wasn't part of it, that I would have bought it, and I would have put, I would have grabbed it for my SHF Indy,
or the Mezco one when it comes out. That'd be so sick on that.
Either one.
And he had 2 sizes too. See, he had like a smaller one, like a more like 4 or 5 inch one, and one more that was more like 6 or 7 inches. I don't remember exactly.
I could imagine the Mezco Indy on that one with the Carver Customs torch in his hand lit up. Oh, that looks so
Sick.
Yeah.
sick,
I gotta
bro.
figure
That
out who
looks-
this was.
Yeah, you do, dude. That
Do you know
shit
the
looks
price?
dope.
What was? Did you happen to get the price on it, or
No, I snapped the picture and kept moving, but I bet I can track it down. I bet I can track it down.
That's freaking superb, bro. That's so good.
Like, just to me, just the thought behind it.
Yeah.
To think of this, I think is brilliant.
That's a Trevor Williams or Nate Strong shot right there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That's awesome.
All right. Also, shout out to Stefan Delator, who was in the chat earlier. I don't know if he's still here. Or
Detour,
not.
baby.
Detour
Detour.
Customs.
great fucking dude?
He had a
Oh, yeah.
table, so we had to stop by and chill out for a couple of minutes and say what's up. So that was awesome seeing my man Steph there. And cool thing, one of the vendors had, a bunch of like Remco, old vintage Remco stuff, and he had a Remco Warrior Beasts Skullman here, the vintage,
Mhm.
a version 2 loose, $325. And I took note of that, of course, because we also found out that the ZoloCon exclusive, or a ZoloCon exclusive for the show that's coming up in February, is a collaboration with the Four Horsemen Studios, and it is a homage to that Skullman in Legion's form. So this is what he looks like here. He's got 2 different versions here. Talk to me, guys. What are your reactions to this Skullman tribute figure that's coming out?
Ryan, go for it.
I think it's cool. I do dig what they did here, and I'm not raining on anybody's parade. Like the concept is cool. I don't think it's the best they've ever done. With that being said, I will be picking it up because I'm a horseman cug, but it's definitely, I love the cape too. Yeah, that's basically it. And you get more wrist wraps. I'm not mad at that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think it's cool for the whole ZoloCon team to have their own exclusive figure made by the Four Horsemen Studios. I'm not a fan of the figure. I just look at it as parts, and basically I'm just looking at the black body parts, which are very hard to come by these days. I have no ties to the Warrior Beasts line, so I have no idea who the character is, and never seen, heard of, or anything. So I have no ties to it whatsoever. If I pick it up, it'll only be as a memento piece to actually attending ZoloCon. That's pretty much it. That's the only thing I have, or the vibe I have going for if I'm going to pick it up, is just that this will kind of be a memento that I was there that particular year. But yeah, it's cool for, like I said, maybe there's a bunch of people that are totally geeking out on this, but yeah, it isn't my cup of tea. Cool. I would not put it in my collection with the rest of my mythics, or mythic adjacent figures or whatever. It kind of just, I don't know, it just clashes way too much. But the parts are cool. I'm digging on the parts.
I like that the most.
Like when you look at these pictures, like it looks cool. I don't have a connection to the figure either. To the character, I mean. Trevor did another great job with the shot, though. He does that figure justice, does he not?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Every time.
All right, so we got here. All right. So,
whoa.
1 second here. Let me go here. Let me create this here.
Yes, I agree.
Have they done for ZoloCon in the past years? Have they done other Four Horsemen made figures for the show?
Not for ZoloCon.
Yeah, I think it's only been like the
So this will
It's
actually
only ever
be
been.
so this will
Yeah.
actually be the official first ZoloCon exclusive for Horseman Studios figure.
Yep.
Yes.
This is the
Interesting.
first one.
Interesting.
This is the first one.
Hmm.
So yeah, this is gonna. Oh wait, sorry. So first of all, let me.
I knew this was leading somewhere. I just didn't
No,
know
it
where.
is. It is. Sorry. I'm gonna do this first.
I was like, what in the
So
hell?
first, so this is the giveaway. Giveaway again is the Cosmic Legions Sphexian Block Commander. Cosmic Legions Sphexian Block Commander. That's the giveaway for tonight. In honor of the fact that we hit 500 subscribers, the keyword, the giveaway word is hashtag 500. I hope I didn't screw something up by doing numbers. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do numbers before. Hopefully that
looks
works.
like
The
it's going
giveaway
in.
tool took it. Yeah, it looks like the entries are going in. So put it in the chat. We'll leave it open for a little while. I know Rye has to drop off soon, so I wanted to get it rolling before then. Hashtag 500. Hashtag 500 for the giveaway.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
With the Sphexian Block Commander. Again, the idea is whoever gets drawn, you get the Sphexian Block Commander. I'll send it to you at my cost, as long as you're the lower 48. If you're outside of the lower 48, still hit me up. We'll see if we can figure something out. But that's it.
Weird. Is it weird that
Hashtag
people
500.
don't understand what that means? I've had
This
so
should have
many
been there.
people ask me what that means, including my wife. I'm like, are you not from the United States of America? What the lower 48 means when you
Oh,
say
really?
shipping only to the lower 48.
Oh,
What does that mean?
for anybody that doesn't know, it's all of the states in the United States of America except Alaska and Hawaii, and that's because they're far away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get that. I don't know why people don't understand that.
As a matter of fact, let's
I don't whatever. Yeah, Sphexian Block Commander, man. Super dope fig.
and
I love the paint on the Sphexians, man. They're
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
just fucking killer.
Yeah, it's got that metallic flake on him. It's like an orange metallic flake over his. It's like and if you turn it, it's like a greenish to gold as you turn it. Fucking beautiful, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you guys just give me like 2 minutes and I'll come right back? We'll go to the next thing.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I can talk shit for a minute.
I'll be right back. That's what
Dude.
I'm talking about.
So
Yeah.
I forgot to tell you. So I basically did a trade with Noah. He needed the Heaven's Brand sword, so I bought the complete Gideon Heaven's Brand from Travis's booth, and it came with the Heaven's Brand sword. So I gave it to Noah because he needed it, and Noah gave me this at Legion's Con. That is a Cody Rhodes head.
Nice, bro. Repainted Cody Rhodes. Dude, he did some superb repaints on a lot of those wrestling figureheads, bro. I mean, totally changed him up. Yeah, that's so dope, bro.
That is a Darla Ackerman cape. Dude,
That's awesome, bro.
her capes are fucking sick, man.
That's awesome, dude. That's a cool pickup, bro. That's definitely a cool pickup. Oh my gosh. You know, I'm tripping out that we had Designer Con today, and Walter's down there, and a couple of the guys from the studio are down there, and we got some Cabal members showing up. And am I just being a jerk, or does nobody know how to take pictures right? I mean, it's like maybe I've seen
Not enough pictures.
I've seen maybe
Is that what
like
you're saying?
yeah, like I've seen maybe like 4 kind of half-ass pictures of the table and no other pictures from Designer Con. I mean, Designer Con is a freaking amazing show, especially for new concept toy action figure designs and whatnot. And I'm in Menifee, California, just about 15 minutes north of Temecula, about 70 miles north of San Diego. But yeah, there's a ton of cool shit at Designer Con to see and to take pictures of and to share on cool Facebook groups like the Cabal or whatever other toy groups you're involved in, and yet I've seen little to nothing.
Yeah, I haven't really
Dude,
seen.
yeah, I saw maybe 1 or 2 shots of Mortal Ruin, and I definitely want to see more because I was super geeking out at their booth in 2019 with the stuff that they had because it was freaking insane, bro. Yeah, I don't know. It's but you know what? I've been to many cons and fully enjoyed myself and always remembered to take hundreds of pictures, to share with everybody that wasn't able to go to the con. So there. Yeah.
I did want to see more of
Nice.
the unparalleled table with like
Yeah.
the oh my god,
Odious.
why am I blanking on? Yes, Jesus.
Odious.
I knew it started with. I wanted to see more of that.
I wanted to see more of the Mondo booth. I wanted to see, I mean, there was a bunch of shit I wanted to see from Designer Con, and I haven't seen shit yet. So I'm kind of bummed out that I wasn't there to, get good coverage of the damn con. Okay, let's just put it that way, because I would have been sharing pictures galore and good quality pictures. Have you? You know what I mean?
Really dropped the ball on that one, guys.
Yeah, y'all dropping the ball, man.
All you Designer Con people,
dude.
We can
fully
probably
dropping the
shoot
ball.
over. You know what? We can probably hit up Instagram in a couple minutes. I bet Tim has some great stuff on there. Right? You have to go like at 8, like almost exactly.
Or? I was gonna wait till you did the drawing.
Okay.
See who won, congratulate them, and then say my goodbyes.
Cool. All right. Real quick. So the reason why this is supposed to be a GIF, by the way, God damn it. He's supposed to be dancing. Okay. And the reason why I have John Travolta up there is because another thing that was at Designer Con, Mondo 1/6 scale version of Disco Skeletor.
That's all you, baby. That's all you.
He's fucking gorgeous. Disco. Am I the only one seeing this? This is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen.
That screams Jonathan right there.
I see it.
All right.
That's it.
We'll come back
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah. You know what's funny is Disco Skeletor more nostalgic to younger Motu fans as opposed to an old bat like me, because my Motu is fully just like the original Motu dudes. Like almost at like Hordak is where I stop. After Hordak kind of thing and the Horde, yeah, like I'm out. Like Disco Skeletor, Scareglow, like none of that shit. Even I look at it, go, yeah, cool for whoever likes it, but yeah, yeah, the 70s puked all over Skeletor. Yeah, exactly. That's what I look at it. And I'm like, yeah, that's ridiculous. I look at it, I say, I look at it and think it's ridiculous. But like I said, man, someone's gonna buy it. Someone's geeking out big time on it. I know that.
To the extent it's the nostalgia thing at all, I think you're right that it would be younger. Because correct me if I'm wrong, I think Disco Skeletor, that's like a 2000X thing.
Yeah, it must be because I have no idea.
Brick said that.
I'll actually go get him in a second. Because I picked up the 2000X Disco Skeletor at PowerCon this year. What's up, Benny? We can.
Yep.
So I do have it. But before Ryan goes, I do want to run the giveaway here. Sphexian Block Commander, another Cosmic Legions giveaway. Last chance to get in. Hashtag 500 if you want to enter. Hashtag 500. Here we go. Going once.
Let's go.
Going twice. 3 times. Do it for Disco Skeletor. Go.
Good luck.
What we got here? Who's going to win? Sphexian Block Commander. Do something cool with it. Steph Organ. What's going on?
Congrats.
Good job, Steph. Congrats. Legions ladies in the house.
Legions ladies in the house. Well done.
What's up, Amber?
Amber's in the house. Sphexian Block Commander.
Good job.
I'm gonna get Rich back soon. is yours. It is yours. Congratulations. So happy.
Congrats.
People really win on Saturday Day Live at night.
That's right.
She willed it. She willed it.
Okay, so then we need to talk, Steph, offline about some things that you should manifest for me.
Yeah, like the
Involving-
Powerball numbers.
Winning the lottery, getting an Otho, a Keltis, a few more things like that. All right, so that's it. Stephanie Orkin, congratulations. You won yourself
Congrats.
a Sexy and Block Commander. We'll message
Yup.
offline. Message me offline, and I will not offline. Why do people say that? Online, you know what I mean. And we'll get this
know what
out
he's
to you
saying.
for sure. And look at me. Benny Torres won. I got to physically give him his winnings. Trevor won. I got to physically give him his winnings. I sent out Rob's to his out in Cali. But Steph and Dave are right in PA, not that far. So maybe
No,
we can work
Jersey.
something out and see each other, and I can give them
They're
to
in
you.
Jersey.
Otherwise, I'm happy to ship it.
Nice.
So
Good times, man. That's awesome. Back to
All right,
Disco
so-
Skeletor.
back to Disco Skeletor. I think he's amazing. Maybe I'm the only
Yes.
one. Tell me what you
Yeah.
think in the chat. Jersey, not Pennsylvania.
They're
Uh,
actually like a half hour from me. 45 minutes maybe.
Oh, cool. Probably roughly the same for me too. Then
So was this actually available, or it was the pre-order available, right?
it was an online exclusive for Designer Con. So I don't know if they had any physically at the show. I kind of think they did not. I think.
Yeah, usually they don't. Yeah, it's usually
Um,
like you go up to the table, you pay for it, but you're paying for the pre-orders. Basically, what you're doing.
Yeah.
But
so
yeah,
here-
man, like I said, and also there's also a huge amount of people who are total completists on the Mondo line. So here's another one for their collection,
And for me, the only Mondos
limited to 1,000. Yeah,
1,000. I got the Merman. I have the Deluxe Skeletor, who is on his way to my house currently. I cannot freaking wait for him. But when I saw this was an insta buy for me. Completely ridiculous, ostentatious, shiny, like Brick said, pearlescent treatment. I mean, accessories kind of light, to be honest with you, but I think that's okay. Because what am I going to do with them? Rhino, are we losing you?
Yeah, I got to get out of here before Amber lays the smackdown.
No,
all
do
good.
that. We love you, brother. We'll see you next time, man. Everybody say
Take it
bye
easy,
bye to
Ryan.
Rhino.
Night.
later, bro.
Later, Rhino.
Later, everyone.
So that's it. I mean, that's it for Disco Skeletor.
Yeah,
He's,
yeah. No, like I said, man, if it makes you happy, go for it, bro. Go for it.
All right. So, speaking of Designer Con, this is a shot of the Horseman table. Definitely like a smaller setup than they've had at a bunch of conventions.
Mhm.
Mainly Figura Obscura and some limited other stuff we'll take a look at in a second.
Mhm.
But just like I said, they had Marley at the table. So they had a bunch of Marleys, Krampus, Mask, Monkey King. Here's George hanging out behind the other side of the table here. And a lot of people picked up on the fact that there was something on the table interesting. And that is, not only did they have Valiant Knights, but they had the single versions of the Waltor the Mad figures.
Very
So
cool.
the same figures as are in the Legions Con exclusive 2-pack,
Yep.
in single packs without the exclusive items, the T-shirt and a couple other things. So
The crow, whatever his name is, head.
Yes.
The repainted head. Yeah, but very cool, man. Very cool to
Sure,
see
Rebecca.
the single carded release of these figures. Yeah, super dope.
yeah, so it was cool. Big surprise. Didn't know they were around. So that makes me wonder. It appears, or it sounds like, there's going to be an in-stock sale coming up, like February probably.
Mhm.
for like the reinforcements wave that they did the all-in drop for recently, the Valiant Knight, and maybe it'll be reinforcements, Valiant Knight, and the Wall Tour exclusives. But in the regular release, maybe the Vorgus one too, except they didn't have the Vorgus one here yet, so maybe not.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm putting my my Father Christmas cup to use. That's my new pin cup on my desk, so that's pretty cool. I'm not
Very
a
cool.
coffee drinker, and I had no other use for this cup, so I was like, "Hey, man, this is a nice tin cup for my pins because I'm always reaching for a pin to write something down." So there you
the
go.
designs. One thing that's interesting. So for anybody that gets the all-ins for these Figura Obscuras, for the past two Christmas ones, holiday ones, Father Christmas and Marley, they came with holiday cards, right?
Mhm.
And I still have like all of the Father Christmas ones. I didn't really do anything with them yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. But the Marley ones in particular, I think are very cool.
Yeah.
They have here. I'm bigging myself here. They have a cool Marley design on the back, and sort of like a
How many
London.
how many cards did you get?
I don't know. I didn't count them. I want to say,
Is it like a pack of them?
yeah, it's like a whole. It's like a pack.
Oh, dude, I thought I was like, yeah, I was tripping out, dude. I got like a freaking stack of them,
Yeah.
like with the four horsemen like tape wrap around it.
Yep, yeah.
I'm like, was this a mistake? Like, why did they send me so many? I got like it's got to be like 10 to 15 of them. I was like, what the shit? I'm like, what's going on here? I'm like, is this
They're
like
nice, man. Like,
I guess I'm like, yeah, they want me to send all them cards to all my friends or something. I'm like,
I'm
what the
going
hell?
to like,
Yeah, that's cool.
we're getting the ones made with like the shot of the kids. You see the ones
Yeah.
everyone does now.
Yeah.
And there's some people that have to get those, right? I figure, there's certain family members that want to see the kids in the Christmas card, the holiday
Of course.
card, so they'll get that. And then anybody from work I send it to, because I figure that's like subliminal, like, hey, look, I have a family, don't fire me, type of thing.
I need this job.
For my friends who I don't give a shit about anyway. No, just kidding. But for my friends who might appreciate it, they might get a Marley card, and it's like, it's glossy, it's nice. Like,
that's awesome.
I dig these ones a lot.
Yeah, I was tripping out. I'm like, why did I get so many cards, dude? I'm like, oh man.
Bill says these enamel tin cups remind me of the cup in movies when people rake the cups across the
guard.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Nobody knows my sorrow.
Clink, 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 clink. Oh, it's funny.
Oh no, Dylan says his all-in came without the pin.
Oh no.
No, you got to get the pin. Mine did come with the pin. It's dope.
Contact the studio. They'll take care of you, man. Not to worry. Not to worry.
It's the same face with the,
Yeah, it's kind of cool. My Figura Obscura pins are starting to I'm starting to put all of them along with a lot of the other enamel pins I've collected over the years are starting to decorate my walls within my my room. So now I have on the wall next to my Fury Clan display, I have the Monkey King, the Headless Horseman one, the Four Horsemen Studios pin, Red Death, and now Marley. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Nice little collection there. And then up here I have the Walter the Mad Space Ghost, the Cosmic Gold Key, the Gold Monkey King, the Keltis, Patrick Boyle Customs, Intern for a Day, Legions Con, Eric Miller, and Wolf King Customs, and Lenny Kingpin.
Oh, sweet.
Mariachi, dead Mariachi pin. So yeah, I'm starting to get a bunch of really cool. Man, some people are cranking out some freaking awesome pins. I'm telling you right now.
You know what I want to get?
The years for enamel collecting. Let me tell you, I wasn't a pin guy, but I sure as hell am now.
Me neither. And now I have to figure out something else to do with them. I've mentioned this before. Because what I did initially was I had like a tie and I filled the tie with all the pins, but it's full now.
Oh, I'm sure that's
more than full.
I'm sure that's got to be overflowing with pins now.
So I'm gonna get a new bag or something, and I'll just adorn my bag with it. But Eric Miller had. Did you see this? He had he got pins made, uh, uh, that are call outs to or the heads from his turtle orc.
Yeah,
Custom.
dude. How freaking cool is that the studio gave him
Okayed it.
the nod to do those too. That's
Yeah,
so
they're
freaking
unofficial.
awesome.
They're not official Four Horsemen, but
Yeah,
he did
but yeah,
contact them, and they said it was okay.
so freaking awesome, dude.
As a
So
matter of
freaking
fact, I
awesome.
think he even went like I think they even were a part of it. Like I think George hooked him up with like the how to do the pins and stuff. So
Yeah, yeah.
um
Very,
very
very
cool.
cool, man. Very cool.
And cool of them to allow him to do that.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Oh shit. So this is that's the last thing I have. So just the last slide I have. This is I've mentioned it before on our live, is that in our little living room there, above the TV, there's a little shelf where there's just different like like house decorative items normally.
Yeah.
But for the holidays, we put up special displays, and that is an area upstairs where my action figures are welcome. So I do like a
Nice.
Christmas display every year. Cool thing is, so Victoria took it upon herself as we're unpacking the holiday decorations to start setting up the Christmas display in the living room herself. So it's still a work in process, but this is the display as my wife Victoria set it up herself.
Yeah.
So I'm the main collector in the house, but I'm not the only one because Victoria also collects Black Santas. This is only a small fraction of her collection of Black Santas here, and it's interspersed with some holiday themed action figures of my own. You can see things like the Super 7 Reaction Christmas Turtle, Super 7 Reaction Christmas Optimus Prime, some of the Star Wars Christmas droids, the NECA Gremlins, a Fortnite snowman guy, and of course, Jacob Marley in the background. Oh, come back here. In the
That's
background
awesome.
there. So
That's
I'll
awesome.
keep updating it as the display gets finished.
That's awesome.
But yeah. Carver Customs. Ryan,
What's up,
going on,
man?
man?
What's up?
Welcome.
We mentioned you tonight. We mentioned you.
Yes, we did. And your torch is there, man.
Yeah.
We need some more of those.
Yeah. Definitely.
Dave says we need a Dork Lair pin. I could not agree more.
Yeah, come on, Bill. Get with it.
There it is. 2020. Something tells me you can work that out, Bill.
I think it could happen.
Yeah.
Got a
So
full
what's up,
year.
late night? What's up for you for the rest of the night, man?
What is up? I don't know. I bought a huge lot of from our good friend Nicole Cheney of Cosmic figures that I was looking to stock up on for some custom work and parts and stuff. So I had gone down to LA Comic Con and went to go see her at the Savage Crucible table and hung out and had a good chat. And during that time, she mentioned that she might have some cosmics available for sale. So I was more than happy to take them off of her hands. So yeah, I was just going through all these figures and parts, and I'll be doing a little bit of that, messing around. Ain't nothing wrong with messing around with figs. I just got done. I know I told you earlier. I just got done finishing, and I know I'm late. And I'm like I said, I'm not ashamed, but I'm usually late to the party on a lot of things. But I just finished binge watching the first season of The Last of Us, and man, I was super stoked. That was a very cool show. I know of the game. I'm not a gamer. My kid is, so I definitely and I keep up to date with what's going on in the game world. So I know the game was a huge thing, and I know that's what it's about. But I had no knowledge of the backstory of. I mean, I knew it was like a zombie apocalypse type story, guy and little girl trying to get through zombie filled city kind of whatever thing, but that's pretty much the gist of what I knew about it. So going into it, I kind of went into it blind almost, and I gotta say, man, I was super stoked. I think it was a very well written and very well portrayed story. The landscape and designs were amazing, especially in some of the war-torn cities. There was a particular scene where there's a building with another building like leaning into it that was like falling. It was just beautiful, beautiful cinematography in some of those shots. Obviously, it's all probably CGI'd or whatever, but just I just thought it was an amazing looking show. It really took me back to the early seasons of The Walking Dead. It had that real like apocalyptic feel and like you're kind of the last man on earth feel to it. And I really, really dug it. I thought it was really good. Plus with Pedro Pascal, freaking awesome actor, Mandalorian, and one of my favorite roles that he's played was he did the Narcos series on Netflix, which just was an amazing series. And Bella Riley, I think is her name. Bella Riley is I know her from Game of Thrones, where she played one of the leaders of one of the houses. And yeah, I just thought it was an amazing combination of actors, and I thought it was really well written and very cool, man. I was completely stoked. I was super pumped that I actually waited so long to watch it, but I just got done watching that. So other than that, man, yeah, just I'm still not on the desk yet, so I haven't painted anything new or anything. I've been doing a lot of organizing. I've been I just finished up another Gundam model kit. I haven't got into my Gundams for a while, so
Nice.
I built a new Gundam kit and got him all decked out with his decals and stuff. So now I got to take him out and give him a little. I usually hit these models with a matte finish to kind of make a more kind of animation kind of esque looking or whatever. So it just kind of gives them a different vibe once you hit them with something or a little. When they're lighter colors, you usually hit them with some dry brushing to give them a little weathering and stuff. So yeah, man, I'm like I said, I'm geeking out in my own world and doing the things that I love to do. And it's not always about customizing. Sometimes it's just about enjoying figures. You know what I mean? And sometimes that's hard to do because you're customizing so much and you don't get the chance to actually just enjoy your action figures, man. So
I think that's really great advice, and it's advice that I'm trying to take now too, because I've mentioned it before. It's like, so many times I'll get figures in and like I want to open it right away, but then like I won't because I'm like, oh, maybe I want to do a review, or maybe I'll open it during a live or something like that. And it's like, you know what? Like everything doesn't have to be for something else. That's not how this all started in the first place.
Yeah.
Like the first figures that I was collecting and opening, it wasn't for anybody else. It was just for my own enjoyment. So like I'm trying to do more of just like, I have this. If I want to open it right now, I just do. I just do.
Yeah.
There's going to be 10 more next month. So.
Yeah, that there's the thing. That's how you kind of get caught up sometimes too, is you get 5 new figures in and you're like, oh man, and you go to work and you do this and you do that and you're like, I'm gonna get to it, and then the following week comes and here comes 5 other figures, and then you know what I mean, then you go to a toy show and you pick up 4 other new figures, and by the time you know it, you have 40 new figures all still in box sitting in your wherever you store them, and you haven't touched any of them. And it's like a never ending cycle of madness where but sometimes, like I said, you just kind of got to peel back the layers and just settle back in. And even if it's just to, like I said, grabbing one figure and just sitting back, watching, putting a good movie on, and just you don't even really have to pay attention to the movie. Just have it as white noise in the background, or a podcast, or some music, or whatever, and just mess with your figs, man. Just play with your figs. It's just you just like I said, just have fun, just enjoy them, just look at the details, check out the paint, work a figure to to find out what you can really do with it as far as articulation and posing. Try something new, you know what I mean? Get your phone out, start taking a couple pictures of it. Anything. I mean, it's just like I said, just enjoy the figures. Another figure I never got a chance to talk to you guys about was this big
shit. Yes.
hunk of a beast. The Bighorn LA Comic-Con 5K Toys exclusive. Yeah, he's a massive figure. Super articulated for a big figure. It's just an all around beast, and he, I'll tell you right now, he will fit perfectly into a Fury Clan shelf, no problem. And he's orc size, so I mean, if you're wondering about how big he is, I know Billy Bays just did a review on him and had him next to an orc size figure, and I've taken a few pictures along an orc size figure with him as well. So I mean, yeah, he's super dope. Only thing I'm kind of pissed about is that I spent a lot of money
I know what
to
you're gonna say.
buy my pass for parking and gas and time, which is like a 2-hour drive from where I am to downtown LA, to get this guy, which is supposed to be an LA Comic Con exclusive. And what does 5K do? Oh, we're just going to start
Back
restocking
up.
our website and just sell them at retail there for anybody to get. Thanks, guys. I could have saved a whole lot of money had I known that was going to happen. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, definitely. Like I said, I'm super stoked that I got him. I had a great time at LA Comic Con. Had Walter over for the weekend, so I cannot you cannot put a price on that, dude. It was an amazing time. We had a great weekend together and freaking tons of freaking good times. So yeah, that's a, like I said, that's a very cool character. And I was I just because I had waited so long to pull the trigger on these two guys, but I ended up picking up my very first two AWOC figures, the actual two that I actually wanted. So I got Lexian and
Brick's gonna freak out. You got the X's Ray combatants. Now you're talking AWOC.
Hey,
Brick's
you know
head's
what?
gonna explode.
I'm a toy collector, man. I mean, I don't hold any grudges against any toy company, whatever. You know, I mean, it's just you know. So yeah, so Lexian and Blight, I guess this guy's Blight, right? Yeah. So
Yep.
yeah, so I mean, like I said, I'm not a completist. I'm not fully sold on the entire line, but I don't know. I dug the way these two characters look, so I was like, you know what? I'm here in the moment. Let's do it. Let's grab those two figures. So yeah.
Brick calls them hand candy, which is funny. That is one of the categories.
Yeah,
on
hand
Bill's
candy.
top 10 of the year, which I
Absolutely.
really like the way he characterized it as hand candy. That's the way I think about a figure and articulation, stuff like that, is how does it feel in your hand?
Yeah. Here's another one. It was the exclusive green orc Asura, the green edition of him. So he's
Mhm.
pretty freaking awesome. Nice soft goods on him. Cool belt details, whatnot. I mean, yeah, super dope. Yeah, it's and the red Asura is on its way for all of us. I got my order notice finally that they're gonna start shipping that. Felt like that was freaking ages ago. And I actually recently bring back categories for my non-legions list. Nah, yeah. That's what I was hoping we could get done fairly soon, or probably right at the beginning of the new year, is our top 10 figures of the year. And I'm sure a lot of those figures are not going to be Mythic Legions.
Yeah, so that's why Caleb, I think, had asked earlier about like thoughts for like figure of the year. We've been messaging a little bit about, because what we did last year for the first, we just started the show last year. We did an award show, so we're going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what date yet. Probably in January, I think, after the year is over. And then last year we did like our top 5 figures of the year, photograph of the year, and a couple other categories. We'll probably mix up the categories a little bit this year. But then we'll see. We were talking about, I was thinking maybe mixing up the top ones, maybe do a top 5 legions and then like a top 5 top non-legions, or whatever you guys want to do. I'm good with.
I don't want to brag or anything, but I think my Wang is going to be in the top 5.
Listen,
just saying.
All of the Wangs will be out for the award show.
Right. Yeah.
The Wangs will be bared.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, there was some, like I said, there was some super dope figures. I was specifically, and it's funny because I mean, really being kind of in a sense, a newbie to the Mezco game, I was considering the or the Mr. Freeze figure. I thought that was a superb figure for a spot in the top 10 category for figures of the year. I was just super pumped by, and I'm not the hugest DC fan, but I love a good figure, man. I love a good figure, and when it's, like I said, when it's good, you can't deny it. It's just, it's just
The Freeze is so dope.
yeah,
So
the
good.
Freeze is super freaking
So
dope. Dude.
good.
So good, man.
Here's the thing: people don't, and we'll talk about this more, I guess. But like, Mezco did a thing where they didn't crank out as many figures, which is good because they're expensive. The figures they released this year were really, really good, in my opinion. Destro, Mr. Freeze, Morbius, 3 different, completely different areas, right?
I'm sorry, and this is, I was going to ask you about this stuff later on, or, as we were kind of getting up to this, but did Sod Cutter come out in 2023 or was he 2022?
No, Sod Cutter, the original Sod Cutter was 2022.
Okay. See, because he was one of them. I was like, damn, dude, like I would, but I just got him this year. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes I have to think about that. Did this come out this year or was it like an older figure?
Bill says here Wang is a pillar. Get it? Of the 2023 action figure class.
That's right.
Bill also says Solomon Kane. I did not get Solomon Kane. Solomon Kane was an example of me holding back. I wasn't familiar with the character. I kind of knew it was kind of like a Van Helsing type thing going on. Didn't get it. But man, that whole set looks dope as hell. That is potentially one I might go back and get at some point. Rick says Blade Master Wang goes great alongside the Monkey King.
I have them on my desk together, man. Yep, you know it. Along with this guy, like I said, I'm starting a whole like martial arts kind of vibe going on, little collection.
That's your stilo anyway, though.
Yeah, this is
100%.
definitely going to be a whole thing, especially with these new guys. Yeah,
that-
and
put
and to top it off, I actually pre-ordered. Man, I can't even remember the name of it or the names of them, but I ordered. There's a samurai style orc and a kind of Japanese samurai style, like crazy looking blue lion figure coming from 5K Toys that I pre-ordered like super fast. Like I was all over that. So I got those coming. So if you guys check out 5K Toys, they have some dope ass figures up for pre-order right now. So just saying, folks, like I said, I mean, maybe it's not everybody's cup of tea, but like I said, there's always something out there for someone. And I mean, look at me, man. I'm doing Mythics, freaking AWOC, 5K, freaking building Gundams, and it's kind of funny when it's sad. I looked at an old picture of my room a couple days ago, and it was just a small shelf of Marvel Legends with some inbox old school like Marvel Legends hung on the side, like draping.
Inbox collector.
Yeah, inbox collector.
Filthy,
yeah. And I was like, remember when I used to have money? when all I collected was Marvel Legends. Remember that? Remember those days? Remember when we still had money? Yeah. But yeah, it all went down the toilet. But trust me, I'm freaking happy as a clam, man. It's freaking super dope, man. Super stoked. I'm trying to think what else. It's funny. I still have to share, and I feel so bad. I've been running around doing so much shit lately. I still have to share pictures. Talk about people not sharing pictures, and I was the guy fucking calling people out. But it wasn't out of con.
What the fuck's that all about?
I know exactly. I still haven't had because I want to take, I guess, nice photos. Not that guy. It's another.
Not
one.
that guy.
Right. That guy's more of like he looks like a Warhammer 40K guy. He's a different guy. I still have to share pictures of the custom figures I bought from some friends of ours at Legions Con. Because trust me, people are gonna want to see these because they are magnificent. And
I'm going to try to take some tonight. The same thing has been on my list to do for weeks now.
Yeah,
I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I think
I've been scrolling, and you know me, man. I dove into my whole vibe of what I do at the end of every year. I just kind of just clear the table and just start from scratch and just start reorganizing, re-inventorying, recounting, resorting parts. I mean, I just go through this whole thing and I just completely destroy my room and kind of build it from the top up.
It's the only way to
Rebuild
do it.
shelf displays. I mean, I go in my garage, I resort all my totes and inventory everything, and yeah, it's like a freaking. So trust me, it takes at least the whole better part of the end of the year. Once January hits, then I'll probably actually start laying down new bodies and figuring out some paint schemes and coming up with customs. I did place a couple of huge orders from Wolf King Customs and Noble Bear Customs. Picked up a bunch of new head sculpts from Legion Shop. I definitely want to go back to Wolf King Customs because I know they're having a sale tomorrow, which is going to be really cool because they're having a bunch of new parts coming out, which I'm super stoked like that to get.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm getting some awesome Pirates of the Caribbean vibes off of that head sculpt right there for like a ghost ship pirate. You know what I really want somebody to do? Listen up, 3D printer guys. I want somebody to 3D print a stand with the wagon wheel, the wheel for like a ship, so you could put it as a display in front of this guy if you're gonna make like a ghost pirate, almost like the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, where the ghost is hanging onto the wheel kind of thing and driving his ghost ship. But I want that big wheel, the big I don't even, what would you call it? The steering wheel? Yeah. But it looks like a big wagon wheel. You know what I'm talking about, right?
You know who needs to do it? Brian
Almeida?
Right up his alley.
Oh dude. Let me tell you.
But with him it would come with a piece of a ship.
Yeah, exactly. Let me tell you. Brian has some fire coming, dude. That's gonna blow your minds. Yes. Trust me.
I've seen some stuff
coming soon, bro. Coming soon. Brian is gonna blow your minds, bro.
I've seen some stuff where I don't remember if he announced it yet or not.
No, the stuff that I've seen, he is not.
But it's different than anything else.
Yeah.
That he's done.
Yeah.
Well, I guess in a way it has something to do. It's
trust me, bro. You're gonna freaking shit your pants, bro. Put your shitting pants on because you're gonna shit your pants. It's gonna be fucking awesome, dude.
Well, it's been fun. This has been the last episode. Put your shitting pants on.
Oh yeah. It's called the helm. Is that really what it's called? The helm? Is that what that wheel is called? I feel stupid.
I've heard of like take the helm, right? Yeah, take the helm.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the helm is the wheel. Okay, the helm. Okay.
But yeah, so that's I did want to bring that up. Wolf King Customs sale is tomorrow, you said? Is it tomorrow? The sale?
I thought it was. I thought it said Sunday.
Yeah. All right, I'll double check.
But this Sunday or next Sunday? Maybe it's next Sunday. Maybe people are like, wait, what? Yeah, but yeah. Regardless, Wolf King Customs has some new parts that'll be coming out, and yeah, you're gonna want to get on board because there's gonna be some new fire. But yeah, I got a lot of new bodies. I got a lot of new 3D printed parts, so I think I'm good, man. And like I said, this all comes from the money that I make. What are we doing? Yep, tomorrow, right? Yeah, tomorrow, the 17th.
Yep,
yeah,
100%.
Yeah, so big up Wolf King Customs. I hope you guys have a great sale. I know I'll be involved and grab a couple of parts for sure because there's a lot of good heat coming out, especially to go with those Marley bodies, man. Let me tell you, people are looking for a bunch of different variations to do this whole coat and get up with. Man, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun seeing what people do with these.
Wolf King's going to sell a lot of Jacob Marley bodies tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
So people are going to be buying parts tomorrow that the next chance they get Marley bodies, they're going to get them. Especially since, like, with the on the Jacob Marley figure in particular, the fact that you get, like, the translucent, like, feet or whatever, the ghost pirates, all that stuff is just perfect for any kind of spectral fucking Paul Revere, anything, you know what I mean? Like, any type of ghostly colonial type figure. Like,
you know what I was thinking? I was thinking with that when I first saw that coat, I was thinking of that coat repainted with that body on a Balius horse with a what's his name that's getting chased by Ichabod Crane?
Ichabod Crane, yeah. Oh yeah.
Like an Ichabod Crane being chased by the headless horseman kind of like shot or combo. I think that would be really cool because I think that body would be superb for that, especially with that coat because it kind of fits that Ichabod style look, I guess you would
100%.
say. Yeah. I think if someone I'm sure someone has like one of those. I've seen a couple of those like thinner style heads almost like with the frightened. I know someone made one, a sculpt where it's kind of like a frightened like I don't know if it's like a knight or like a but I don't know if it has chainmail or a helmet on or something like that. But have one with like the kind of like the hair back with like the short ponytail like Ichabod had. I think that'd be super dope. Just like I said, so many great ideas to have with this new figure, man. Like I said, and it's such a superb figure, just as is. It's so freaking amazing. I
Well, even
love it,
just
man.
that the Ghost Pirate head that we looked at a second ago, that's the kind of hat, the triangle hat,
Yeah, yeah,
very
yeah.
similar to what Ichabod Crane would wear.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go. There you go. Yeah, exactly. That like Paul Revere style kind of
Yeah.
hat or whatever. Yeah. Oh man, like I said, there's so many cool things you could do. And guys, darn it, man, I freaking hate that we can't talk about it yet. But man, what's in the safe? Oh,
Yeah,
banger, baby, banger,
taking it back a little bit,
dude.
I don't even want to say what I want to say because I don't want to like I'm sure that like that's that embargo, the unofficial embargo, it will be lifted soon. I do kind of agree. It makes sense. We're all okay. We
Hey,
don't
you know
need to
what? And
share
you
it.
know what? Kudos, and props to everybody out there in the community that respects
Yep.
the nature of the beast and that hey man, let everybody get it in hand before you show it off. You know what I mean? Keep the secret. You know what I mean? And it's cool that everybody respects that and does it. But damn, it's like damn, it's cool, bro. I think it's so cool. I think it's so cool and so much fun. It's just like wow, wow, okay,
Not what I expected to find in there.
at
And when I
all,
did, I was like,
at
oh
all.
shit. Okay.
At all, yeah. It's like, wow, this is cool, man. Like I
I
said,
got my sword.
they just keep blowing down the doors, man. It just so much fun to see. Like I said, all this new stuff and all these new parts. That's what, like I said, man. I walk the toy aisles and I'm sorry. I mean, I know there's still tons of people who are super like geeked on like Marvel Legends and Star Wars Black Series and stuff like that. But man, when you just constantly see I don't know, it just seems like the same old thing again and again and again. And especially when you know the multi-billion-dollar operation that's behind, things like Hasbro and stuff like that. It's like, can you do a better head sculpt? I mean, really, like a lot of these figures just look, I mean, it's just so bad sometimes. And then the price point, you're just like, really? Like, you want that for this? Like, oh man, no way. No way. I mean, nothing compares. It just, like I said, and there's so many new companies that are coming up. Like I said, I mean, 5K, you know, uh, all these, the guys who, like the Sebadom doing the sculpt for the Wang figure. I mean, it's just, I mean, the sculpt and the paint apps on that figure is just stupid good. You know what I mean? And it's like I said, nothing compares to that stuff. It's just I don't know how people could, like I said, I know once I started getting into these other lines, man, it was just like it was game over for everything else. I'm glad that I had the time that I did with some of the older lines of the Marvel Legends, Black Series, and whatnot. But I know I'm glad like all my small collections are done with what I wanted out of those series. But I walk down those toy aisles now, and it's just like, yeah, it's
Speaking of which, one thing that came to my attention and a lot of people's attention this week was the announcement. And the weird thing was they were sort of back-to-back announcements. Number one, Hasbro fired a whole bunch of fucking people, right? 1,100 jobs that are being cut. Just
Wow.
horrible news, terrible
Wow.
news.
That's sad, bro.
Hopefully they got some kind of severance packages because that's shitty news right before Christmas. Fuck you, Hasbro.
Fuck you,
For
Hasbro.
doing that. Closing one of their offices, not the old one, I don't think. In I forget, but the one of the ones in Rhode Island, they're closing. That sucks. And then on the heels of that, the announcement that McFarlane has a Hasbro license now. And initially, apparently, it's going to be page punchers, so the really tiny ones, figures, and I guess statues. So okay, that's where it starts. But does it strike you as odd at all for McFarlane to get like what should be a major competitor's license? And what does that mean? Is there something good that can come out of that? That something we otherwise might not have gotten, or it still just seems weird to me, and I'm not sure where to place it in my head, to be honest with you. It seems odd.
Yeah, I like I said, I don't understand. I just don't understand the I don't know the quality or the lack thereof of quality in the figures, in the customer service, in the, you know what I mean? Like it's just so corporate run. It's just not even, to me, it's not even a toy line anymore. You know what I mean? Like it's just a business. To them, it's just a business. It's like they don't care about toy collectors, dude. I hate to say it. It's just a bottom line. It's just money, 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 money. They don't give two shits about. Like I said, you're never going to intern for a day at Hasbro. Trust me, you're never going to that.
I
You
was
know what I'm
gonna
saying?
say,
It's just,
and
it's
there's
just
like I'm
I
still
said.
like interested in like there's some Hasbro like G.I. Joe Classified. I'm not totally out on Black Series or TVC, but it does like for example, I'm looking around right now, none of that shit is on my desk. So the figures that I have on my desk right here, so these are the ones that during our live streams and everything else that I'm messing with the most. I've got like SH Figuarts Indie. I've got Four Horsemen Relic Guard with a science officer head on them for some reason.
Yeah.
I've
Don't
got a
apologize, bro.
Malafar test shot, a Mezco Crow.
Yep.
Like I've got a whole bunch of Marley stuff, not the figure, but all the rest of the stuff is on here. It's a different feeling. Number one, these figures are better, right?
Yes.
Legion's
yes.
figures, Mezco
That
figures,
goes without saying.
they're
I mean,
better.
you don't even have to say that. I mean, you know,
they're better.
Yeah.
And it's a different feeling. Like when you're talking about each figure, you're also talking a little bit about the community. And yes, you're talking about the company, because in this case, yes, the company's a business, but they do such a good job of involving their community in how they run their business, right down to naming figures after people, and letting YouTubers, even little tiny ones like me, do reveals and being present at events to interact with the fans. That's what really, like, I had started buying Legion's figures for a while, but I didn't get hooked on it until I went to a show and bought Legion's figures from the guys who made it. And that was special to me. That was fun. It was cool. They know what they're doing right now. And they're not always, every move they make is not 100% a home run, but a lot of them are. And it's a completely different feeling. You're right when you talk about those other big companies just being it's just a bottom line thing. Like, it's just when I buy a Hasbro figures, because I think that figure's kind of cool. It probably is a property that I grew up with or something like that. But it's not that same feeling where you're really reaching a community and, interacting with the artists themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. I just, like I said, man, I mean, I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna lie. For a long time, I mean, even way back in the Toy Biz days, I was a huge Marvel Legends collector, and I was a Todd McFarlane fanboy from the day he released his first issue of Spawn and jumped right on the bandwagon and bought, I mean, every single Spawn action figure imaginable that he came out with, and variants and whatnot, and all of his other lines that he came out with, Tortured Souls, I mean, Austin Powers, freaking X-Files, I mean, everything that McFarlane Toys did. Stupid me that I did, because I didn't follow. I mean, I used to hear
He did a lot of cool shit.
rumblings throughout the community, but I didn't realize that at that time I was so impressed with those figures because Four Horsemen Studios was the guys that were actually doing the sculpting for all those figures. So, and which was a huge like wow moment when I realized that after I became a Mythic Legions collector. So, but yeah, like I said, all the years that I collected, at that point in time, some of those other companies like, Hasbro, Mattel, and the guys that were doing that kind of stuff were the kind of the upper echelon of the toy, action figure, categories. But now, nah, dude, they don't even compare. They don't even hold a candle to even the worst figure that Four Horsemen Studios or some of these third party studios are putting out. Not even close. Not even close. You know what I mean?
Stephanie, to answer your question, Stephanie says, Humble Hearts of Gold, Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
Anyone pick up a McDonald's Nuggie this week? The answer to your question is yes.
I heard those are coming back,
did.
man. The Nuggies are coming back.
I did. There is,
funny.
and the one, I think Brick something, I think his name is Brick, I believe.
Oh,
there was
that's hilarious.
one who has like blue translucent like feet and hair. I didn't get him. I got Darla, and I will post pictures of her on my Instagram
That's awesome.
and in the Dorklair Collectors Group on Facebook, Dorklair Collectors Group. If you're not in it, join today or tomorrow. So I did grab a McNugget buddy, I think is what they're calling them. But this shit is so fucking hysterical. So
Yeah, it's hilarious.
so the whole idea, they're Happy Meals, right?
Yeah. Yep.
But for adults.
Yeah.
You get like a whole like I threw mine away, but you get like a big Happy Meal box. Like
Yeah. It's like
fucking
an oversized box.
Yes. And you get like you
I've
don't
seen
like
that.
I pulled up to the drive-thru and I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know how to order this. I want the McNugget toy or something. Do you have that? They had no idea what I was talking about. It wasn't until I got to the front window and the manager was giving out the food, and I was like, and I asked them about it. They're like, oh yeah, they don't know, it's this or whatever.
It's hilarious.
It's a Happy Meal.
An adult Happy Meal.
And it's a bigger Happy Meal box.
That's hilarious.
We're just it's a weird time in society where that's a thing.
Yeah, that time period reminds me of I don't know, it was almost like a time in toy collecting where like the things to collect were like the little minifigures. Like I remember as a kid, and very few people probably remember these, but I used to have a huge collection of the little tiny, remember the little rubberized Smurf figures? Do you remember those?
I had those when I was a kid. 100%.
Yeah, I had tons of those, the Smurfs. I had the California Raisins. Remember those?
I had those too. Yep.
Yeah, the California Raisins, and I had a bunch of the McNugget buddies. I had a bunch of different nugget buddies. I can't remember anything else that I collected that was small scale like that, but man, like those Smurfs and the California Raisins, those were huge, dude. Those were if you had like hard to find ones and you had doubles of them, oh, they were gold on the playground because you could trade up for all kinds of shit for those things. You're like, hey, bro,
I am pretty sure I still
look what I got here. What's up?
I'm pretty sure I still have at least a Smurf from my childhood.
Yeah. I've seen those. Those are freaking super dope. Like I said, man, that's collecting at its finest, man. As a kid, when you just, like I said, it was all about just getting the figs, man, just getting the hard to find ones or the ones that you wanted or the characters that you needed, and
dude,
trading
McDonald's Muppet Babies toys,
muscle figures. There you go. Yeah, muscle figures. The little skin tone muscle or those pinkish tone muscle figures. Holy shit! How many thousands of those did you have as a kid? I can't even remember. Like I just had so many freaking characters. I couldn't even keep track of them. Yeah, the muscle figures. Freaking
Clown.
So awesome.
I don't remember Clown Around.
No, I don't remember Clown Around.
Guts, yes, they were like
Guts, yeah.
army guys, kind of.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yes, thank you, Bill. The Muppet Babies Happy Meal toys were some of the best
Dude, wait,
ever.
Schmerber, are you talking about the little 4x4 stompers, or were those like action figures?
We wait.
Do you guys remember? I think that's what they were called, stompers. They were like little.
They have big tires.
Yeah, and they were like foam tires, and it took a little like a single like double A battery on the bottom end of it, and they were like little 4x4 trucks. I used to have a ton of those as a kid. I used to love those freaking things. I try to look for some of that stuff, some of that old stuff on
Oh shit! Here we
eBay
go.
and Amazon. Oh my god, dude, that stuff's just freaking.
I got you. Don't worry.
Dork Layer or Bill is Stomper. Yeah. Those are the little 4x4 trucks, right? Oh, dude, yeah. Yeah. Freaking dude. Yeah, bro. That's nostalgia freaking thousandfold, man. I used to have tons of these things. Talk about digging up little dirt tracks in your backyard and having little races with them and seeing what they could get over and stuff. Oh man. Oh, these were freaking so fun.
Oh, because it's opening in a new window. You piece of shit.
Stompers were the shit, bro. Yeah, some of these old things, dude, they're pretty penny, man. They're no joke, man. Army ants, yeah, army ants, dude. That's another one. I was a little past the age when army ants came out, but I know what army ants are.
There's a close up.
Stompers, dude. The original ones. The original ones had little foam tires. They were like foam. These ones are a little bit. These are a little bit newer. This picture here is one that's a little bit newer. But oh man, fucking nostalgia gold.
This one,
bro. The good old days.
Like,
yeah.
Is this rubber?
Yeah, that looks like a rubberized tire. Like I said, I remember the ones that we had. They were, like I said, the tires were like a foam. It was. Yeah, that looks more like a rubber tire. That's a bigger one. Yeah, that's way bigger.
Hell yeah, on the Lincoln Logs, 100%.
Yeah, I just freaking, like I said, sometimes, man, you get a call back to old, toys like I said, them bringing back those old McNugget toys, and it makes you kind of sit back and go, yeah, remember that? And then all of a sudden it sparks that, that memory of like, oh man, remember when I used to collect this and when I used to have those or that, But yeah. The California raisins, dude. Those were my favorite. I love those things. That's when I was big too. I actually took 4 years of animation in high school, and I used to do a lot of I did like films for like 3D claymation films that I actually filmed and produced in my high school with the whole thing. Yeah, it was funny too. Like back then I wish I actually want to contact my old high school to see if I can get copies of my old films, because a couple of my films we got invited to a big, like, I don't know, a huge event down in Hollywood at some premier freaking theater or whatever, where we actually got awarded like film awards like for these things and stuff. It was crazy. Like, yeah, like we got invited to award ceremonies for like, animation films of the year and this and that, and I won a bunch of awards when I was in high school for some of the films that I did. It was like crazy. It was like, yeah, it was like, and we got to meet a bunch of, like, of course, like huge animators and artists of the whole community, and but that was around the time when the California Raisins was like the big California Raisins commercials was like the big thing. Remember the commercials they used to do? And dude, I was like, at that point in time, I was like, that's what I'm going to do. That's going to be my life. I'm going to do raisin commercials and freaking animated commercials with all kinds. You know what I mean? It was like,
There's still time.
I swear, dude, I wanted that to be my life. Like, I wanted to do this for a living. Like, this is what I wanted to do.
Was it called the Tribeca Film Festival?
No. I would have remembered that. But dude, there was so many film festivals they used to have down in Hollywood that they used to do this one huge awards ceremony every year, and people from our high school and different high schools that had animation programs at the time, even colleges, like competed in the same categories as us, and they would hand out awards and stuff. And yeah, I remember I won a couple years. And I remember one year I actually got to meet Ollie Johnston, I think is his name. He was one of the original animators for Walt Disney. Guy that did like Snow White and Cinderella, like the guy who actually animated that shit, dude. Like, I mean, he was a old man when I met him. I mean, like he had to be like, dude, like almost pushing 100. He was old, but I remember getting to meet him, and at that time I was like, holy shit, like wow, that's that guy, like, you know what I mean? Like that's freaking that's gold, man, when it comes to like the animation world. I mean, how much bigger can you get? You know what I mean?
Bill says, I feel like I remember a California Raisins animator saying he later did Primus videos. That would make sense. Didn't Primus do some claymation videos? Although right now
Yeah.
I'm thinking of not Primus. I'm thinking of do you remember that? I remember a video for it was maybe a metal band with the Three Little Pigs. Do you remember this? And it was claymation, I believe.
I kind of remember
Little
that.
Pig, Little Pig, Let Me In.
I don't remember what that was.
I remember
though.
hating the song when I was a kid, though.
That's funny. You know, it's funny. Speaking of like animation and kind of music or whatever, but geeking out back then, and like I said, following everything that McFarlane did. I remember when McFarlane partnered with Pearl Jam to do their "Do the Evolution" video. Have you ever seen that video, dude?
Yes, that video was dope as hell,
dude. That's McFarlane, dude. That fucking video rocks to that song, dude. That I mean, you couldn't make a better video to go with that song, dude. That shit was freaking dope, bro.
Yeah, and I was a huge Pearl Jam head.
Oh yeah. I saw Pearl Jam like 4-5 times in concert, dude. I was super fan on Pearl Jam. Yeah, but stuff like that, like I said, man, it just, you know, where you combine animation and music together, whether it be, you know, 2D animation, 3D animation, or even some of this new, you know, AI generated, or, you know, I don't know what you want to call it, animation that they do for some of these things, just freaking so good.
Yeah, so the band I was thinking of, they were called Green Jello, and then they had to change their name to Green Jelly, I presume because Nabisco or whoever owns Jello said you can't use that shit anymore.
Yep, cease and desist.
Yeah, and it was like little pig, let me.
I do remember that song. I'm telling you, when we go off tonight, I'm gonna look that up on YouTube.
and Brick shouting out Gwar. I bring this up because they're touring right now,
bro.
I wasn't a Gwar fan. Gwar is playing the Starland Ballroom in New Jersey, I think in the spring, formerly Hunka Bunka for you New Jersey heads.
Let me tell you something. In 1990, I was a junior in high school, and my buddy Mike Hernandez lived down the street from me, and he was like a full-on like hardcore punk rock metal kid, and I was a skater, and we were both skater kids. So I was like a full-on like skater, new wave punk, reggae kid, and he was full metal punk, freaking like off the wall. One day after school, he was like, "Hey man, I got an extra ticket to a show. You want to go?" I said, "Yeah. Who are you going to go see?" He goes, "I'm going to go see Gwar. You want to go?" And I was like, "Who?" He's like, "Gwar." I was like, what? He's like, "Dude, you just got to go." I was like, "Yeah, dude, sounds good." I'm thinking punk, freaking metal. It'll be something cool. Bro, I was not prepared. Let me tell you. That shit was wild, bro.
It's like an outer body experience, right?
I was like, what in the holy hell did I just walk into, dude? When that show started and those guys came out to play, I was like, this is amazing, bro. Like I thought it was a joke. Like I thought it was like somebody just like screwing around, you know what I mean? And like, okay, now we're gonna bring out the real band, you know what I mean? And, you know, but no, yeah, Gwar, dude, I'll never forget that, dude. That shit was so great.
Yeah, Gwar I was exposed to in college from some of my friends. Where was this? Yeah, so this actually rings a bell. Dave says that Maynard James Keenan from Tool did some of the high parts for the Three Little Pigs song. That
Mm,
totally rings a bell. Tool, who I am familiar with,
yeah.
Anima is one of my favorite albums of all time.
Mm.
Uh, Absolutely incredible album.
Fucking dude, Tool in general, dude, such a freaking stupid good band, man.
Yeah.
So good, bro. I mean, that's just freaking awesomeness.
Yeah, there was some kind of recent release. Is it a Frazetta Tool collaboration, like on a tour poster or something like that? I think there
Mm,
was like something like that.
nice.
Very, very recently too, that I thought was cool as shit.
I remember, dude. Do you remember back in the God? I want to say that was what 2000. Who 2004, 2005, when Tool released, was it 10,000 Days, and they had that weird like psychedelic album cover that had the different pictures, and you could actually look through it through like the weird like glasses, and it like made it all like trippy 3D. Do you ever remember that?
Yeah.
Dude, that was so freaking intense, man. We were freaking me and my buddies we got that, and we were looking through all those pictures. That shit was intense. I was like, dude, the mind to think of something like that freaking blows me away. But yeah, I remember it had like a weird thing that you had to look through it. It was like a set of glasses or a spectacles that were, I don't know if it was part of like the album cover, or I forgot what it was, but damn, that was cool. Like I said, I love creativity like that, where artists, you know, partner or collab with, music groups and stuff like that. Like I remember one of my highlights a couple years ago in 2019, actually at Decon, when I hung out with, or no, that was at Monster Palooza. I actually got to meet Derek Riggs, the artist who created Eddie from Iron Maiden and did all the Iron Maiden album covers.
Mhm.
I got to meet that guy. Like that guy, I've been a fan of that guy since I was in like a little kid in grade school, when I used to get the Iron Maiden albums and look at those covers. Like, oh my god, like this is like some of the greatest artwork I've ever seen. Yeah, look at that. Is that a Frazetta right there? Like a Frazetta collab?
I believe so, because it was, you could buy a print of it from the Frazetta Girls website, and there's the Frazetta
Oh,
Girls imprint is on it over here.
yeah,
It was a concert poster, this is what I was thinking,
that's
from
freaking dope.
2022.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah, there's some hardcore Tool fans that have that in their collection for sure.
Yeah.
Framed up. That's freaking super dope.
Yeah. Rob says that Maynard was actually part of the band. I didn't know that. Green Jello.
Oh, okay. There you go. There you go. Then that makes more sense. So freaking cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
When was the last time you went to a concert?
I took my kid last year to see the Gorillas.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah. The Gorillas is like one of his like all-time, or was one of his all-time favorite bands, and
Mhm.
they came to town and they were performing at the Great Western Forum in or it's now called the Kia Forum, because all these stupid companies buy out all these old concert venues. But yeah, I took him to see the Gorillas, and I was a Gorillas fan like back in like 95, 96 through like 99, early 2000s. I was a huge Gorillas fan. So I was like, when he started listening, I was like, dude, I know that group. Like, hell yeah, that's the Gorillas. Like, he's like, hey,
No
you know
lie.
this music? I was like, yeah.
Dare, one of my all-time favorite songs.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Freaking,
one of my all-time favorite songs is Dare.
yeah.
Incredible.
Freaking, yeah. Like I said, they were, and yeah, I was super stoked to take him to one of his first concerts. Yeah,
What's up, Brad Jones?
Lollapalooza. Yeah,
I also saw Tool at that Lollapalooza tour
nice.
in New
Yep.
Jersey. Yep, that was
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, I went to three or four Lollapaloozas out here in California. That was when
Did you go to the was it the second one? The one where they had obviously Jane's Addiction, Chili Peppers,
yeah.
Pearl Jam,
Yep. I was
like
there.
the big
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
that really
I saw like Alice in Chains, Soundgarden, Stone Temple Pilots, Pearl Jam, freaking, I mean, you name it. All the bands that are no more. You know what I mean? All the bands that aren't around anymore. Yeah. That was back in the days when concerts used to be affordable, man. I just can't do concerts anymore because you go to any concert or whatever and you look for seats and it's like 250 plus or $500 for a ticket. It's like, dude, I am
Because it's
not spending.
freaking automatic. If anybody
Yeah, yeah,
if it's one that anybody wants to go to, the prices change in real time depending on how many people want the tickets.
yeah,
It is completely nuts.
yeah.
Like,
It's no, I can't do it anymore. And before that, before
yep.
the Gorillaz concert, I took my son to his first concert, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna take you to see a concert to show you what a concert's all about. So I did it my style. I took him to see
Some punk band and like
no, I took him to a reggae show, bro.
oh shit.
Yeah, I took him to a reggae show. I took him to see Slightly Stupid.
Very cool, man.
Yeah, yeah. So it was like Slightly Stupid and like 3 other bands, but Slightly Stupid was the headliner, so that's pretty much who I went to go take him to see. But yeah, I was like, let's go to a reggae show, bro.
I
Let's
went
show
with
you
two
what
of my buddies to see Diggable Planets
oh
in
yeah,
Philly in
yeah,
September, which
shit, yeah.
it was like the fulfillment of like and Diggable Planets, for people that don't know, it was this rap trio from the 90s
Mhm.
that did that song Cool Like That. You know, I'm cool
Yep.
like that. I'm cool like that. But the album that song came off of, Reachin', A New Refutation of Time and Space,
Mhm.
is one of my top couple of favorite albums of all time from beginning to end. It is fucking fantastic.
Yeah, bro.
It is so cool. And, you know, I never saw them or anything. They were never really that big. And this year was the 40th anniversary or 35th
Dude,
or something
yeah, 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 it
of that
is, yeah.
album.
Yeah, it's
So they
crazy.
toured smaller places, obviously, but like, and they're doing it with a live band,
Mhm.
and it was so much fun. It was so good.
Yeah.
And
I saw a YouTube video just the other day where Diggable Planets was doing like they did like a live set. Like
yeah,
it was cool and I watched the whole thing. I was like, "Damn, bro, like
it was so good.
they still got it, bro. It's so cool."
Yeah.
So cool. I
Bill,
love that, dude.
yeah, that's one of my like literally top 3 albums of all time for me.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah, dude.
one of them.
Yeah, back in the day, like the old school hip hop, like for me, it was Tribe Called Quest's The Low End
Midnight
Theory.
Marauders is
Yeah,
Low End Theory is really
the
people,
low
but
end
like
theory, bro. Get out of
mid
here, bro. That shit was fucking
for
so
me,
dope.
Midnight Marauders is my favorite Tribe album.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
unfortunately, we can't get the reunion tour from Tribe, unfortunately,
Hmm.
because Fife passed away a long
Yeah,
time ago now.
yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
But yeah, Tribe, Outkast's first album, Southern Playalistic Cadillac Funky Music, another
Yeah,
one of my favorite hip hop albums ever.
yeah. Back then too, when it was cool too, because at the same time, I mean, obviously, I mean, I was into the whole music genre spectrum, like from left to right, everything. I was listening to everything and got down with everything. But during the Lollapalooza days, a lot of time on those Lollapalooza tours, that's when, you know, and I think it was probably 90, 91 when Cypress Hill dropped their first album. And dude, they were always part of that Lollapalooza tour. So I got to see Cypress Hill a bunch of times. Like, damn, bro, like that shit was so freaking dope.
Dude, it's so weird that you mentioned that, because I was just about to mention Cypress Hill,
Yup.
because my 2 buddies that I went to go see Diggable with, one of those 2 guys literally like yesterday, I think, sent us Cypress Hill is, I don't know if they're touring, but they're doing shows again, and they're going to be in the Philly. No, they're going to be in Atlantic City.
Oh,
Get
nice.
this. Listen to this. They're going to be Atlantic City Boardwalk 420 is when they're
Oh,
playing the
bro.
show. And they're like, my other buddy is like, oh, yeah, I don't know if I feel like going or whatever. But I'm like, and I was like, dude, if you guys want to go, you let me know, because I'll be
Bro.
there.
Oh,
Because the
yeah.
3 of us, the same 3 guys, saw Cypress in Philly at the Trocadero maybe 10 years ago,
Yeah.
maybe 10 to 15 years ago. So they were already old, right? But like they were
Yeah.
still freaking good.
Oh,
Like,
they still hit it, bro. They still
yeah.
kill it. They still kill it. I mean, Be Real and those guys, fuck, dude. Come on, bro. They still kill it so bad. Yeah, House of
And
Pain. I remember seeing House of Pain
not for
back in the
nothing,
day. Yeah.
weed is legal in New Jersey.
That's right.
So can you imagine, for
That's
anybody
right.
that likes to partake, you know,
That's right.
if it's your thing, Cypress Hill, weed is legal, Atlantic City, New Jersey, 420. It does sound pretty cool.
How
Right?
can you not, bro? How can you
Yeah.
not? Yeah, that's freaking.
Dave knows. I know Dave knows the Troc. Hell yeah, man. Trocadero, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, man, it's
Yep.
all,
Yeah.
so much good stuff out there, and whether it be toys, whether it be animation, whether it be music, I mean, just getting your vibe on whatever you that get you going, man, and just like I said, all together just makes life that much more better, you know what I mean? It just every day, and then the memories behind it, like I said, the concerts that you go to, the old figs that you collected, nostalgia stuff, new films that you see, old films that are still true to their, you know, pull as they were the first time you watched them. I mean, stuff like that. It's just like I said, that's old gold, man, all the way through, no matter how you cut it.
All right, real quick. I'm not sure how much longer we'll be able to hang on here, but I'm really sort of enjoying this shit right now.
Oh, dude, yeah, you know me, bro. Like I said, we haven't talked in a few weeks, bro. We haven't been on, so
But I'll take it.
we rap.
Classic Hedgehog. I'll take the opportunity to shout out myself. Since we're talking about music, did want to throw this out there. Not a lot of people might not know this, but another passion of mine growing up, not just growing up, but throughout my whole life, has been music. And I have, especially from college on, DJ'd and produced electronic dance music, house music, essentially, is what I'm into. And we haven't done anything in a long time because life gets in the way and we have families and careers and everything else. But my buddy and I, my friend and I, the two got like my partner who I made music with, we have a new remix out. And it was just released at the end of last month. And it's a friend of ours named Star Mist, that's his DJ name, put out a new release, and we got to do a remix on the release, and it's called All Night Long. So the name of the artist is Star Mist. The name of the song is All Night Long. It is on Spotify, anywhere else you can stream music. Our name, the name of our group, my group, is Glitch Matrix. Glitch Matrix. So the Glitch Matrix remix is our remix. You can also search Glitch Matrix on Spotify, and there's a bunch of our stuff on there. So that is another very big passion of mine that I've really neglected over the last few years. But it's still out there. I still love it. So if anybody wants to check it out,
That's dope, bro.
that'd
I
be
gotta
cool.
I gotta check that out for sure.
Yep.
All Night Long, huh?
Yep. Glitch Matrix is the name of our thing, though. So
that's-
I'm hoping to give that passion a little bit more time over the next year. Yeah, that's a good job. Rick Jones, same thing. SoundCloud. Normally on any social media platform, we were at Glitch Matrix DJs, at Glitch Matrix DJs. On Spotify or Apple Music, you can just search Glitch Matrix and you can find us there. So we're on Sound. We have a bunch of stuff on SoundCloud. So search at Glitch Matrix DJs on SoundCloud, and you can find our songs, our music. You can find a bunch of our mixes. So my buddy Mike and I, really great friends, roommates from college, produce music together. He's a much better producer than I am. I did most of the DJing. That was sort of our thing there. So that was fun. Look at this. Look, dude, some of this stuff, the interactions you can find out. Bricks like We Got to Talk Music.
Yup.
From Monument to Masses. Rob
You just never know. You just never know, bro, what people
That's so
will
fucking
vibe,
cool,
dude.
man.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love it.
Oh,
Look at
yeah. That's from 94 to 2000, dude. That was the heydays of the freaking rave scene, bro.
Not for nothing, too. Look at this. Two Cali boys, too.
Yup.
Rick and some more.
Oh, bro. Trust me. Many a deep late nights in huge warehouses listening to freaking house music and techno music.
Also, talking to Cali boys too, I'll throw this out there. Sort of the biggest thing that ever happened was my buddy and I, as Glitch Matrix, we won the contest put on by Insomniac.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. Yeah.
And I think I've said this before on the live, where like if you won the contest, you submitted a mix or whatever. And if you won the contest, they would fly you out to a music festival. You would get to DJ at the music festival, the whole treatment. put up in a hotel, artist bands, shuttle to and from the whole thing, and we won. And we played at Beyond Wonderland 2014. Glitch Matrix
Awesome.
played at Beyond Wonderland 2014, and I played the fucking set of my life. I was so nervous.
That's so
recorded
awesome.
it. It's recorded the whole thing. It was the best set I ever played.
That's awesome, dude. That's freaking awesome.
So,
hell yeah.
what about you?
That's a moment, bro.
Yeah, it was one of the cooler things I ever did. Still makes me happy to think about it.
Hell yeah.
All right, so I guess we'll wrap this up pretty soon. One thing for our hardcore people still hanging out. Next Saturday, still planning to go live. You're good, right, Eric? Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it'll be a Christmas weekend show, Christmas Eve, next Saturday. Not sure what time yet.
What? Yeah, is that actually Christmas? What is that? No.
23rd.
Oh no, yeah, that's the 23rd.
evening.
We're good. We're good to go. Yep, I'm good to go. For
So,
sure.
we're gonna have a bunch of really great giveaways. I have some really cool things I'm looking at right now. Another thing to sort of thank everybody that just came and chilled with us for a bit at any point in the last year. Just to have fun, to be in the holiday season together. It's going to be a big deal. It's going to be a lot of fun next Saturday. It's not going to be the award show. That'll be coming in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we gotta get prepped for that for sure.
Yep.
Compare notes.
100%.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, there's more, dude. Yes, it's going to be the SDL Christmas extravaganza. 100%.
Yep.
And Rob, Brick, we got to talk offline at some point. We definitely will. Eric, my man, I always look forward to these times. You know, we talk
absolutely, bro,
on our phones every single day, but it's cool to be able to see your face and just chill out for a little while.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. To talk whatever we talk about, it's always fun, man. You know, we always have a good time.
Yeah. Any last words? Anything else you wanted to throw out there to the public before we sign off?
Just thanks everybody for hanging out with us. It's always a pleasure. Like I said, we just talk shit and just mingle and just talk about whatever comes to mind. Like I said, it always starts out mythics and toys, but it just goes wherever the road takes us. You know what I mean? But be good to yourselves, be good to each other, enjoy what you collect and love, whether it be toys, film, animation, whatever. You know what I mean? Just do it, man. Just do it and make yourself happy. That's all.
Yeah. All right. Later, guys. Do all the things. We'll see you next week. Remember the number one rule: be cool.